Happy Monday, Wizards. I hope that everyone had a wonderful weekend. So, today we are starting a project, and it's going to be a week-long project, okay? I am very much looking forward to this project because of what I know you guys are capable of, because I know how creative you guys are, that I'm super excited, okay? Anyways, what are we doing and why are we doing this, okay? So, the project is a environmental and conservatism project. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a art piece with a poem, okay? Just like these here. Of course, I did not draw this, so don't know. That's the end product. The end product is to have a picture with a poem. Now, I know many of you don't like to draw. I know many of you don't like writing poems. However, this is your only grade for the week, and this is all I'm asking from you for this week, okay? And I know that it doesn't have to be the greatest, because I can't draw either. And my poems aren't always the best, but I know you guys can do this, like without a shadow of a doubt. So, I'm going to walk us through this project and follow along as I show you through this videos. Okay? First and foremost, what you need to know is that today, Monday, and tomorrow, Tuesday, you're going to use these 2 days to plan your project, okay? And then Wednesday through Friday, you're going to use to create your project, okay? Now, what exactly are we doing and So you're going to be thinking about all the things you've been learning so far about climate change, about pollution, and about coral reefs, about deforestation, and how all of those things which one of those things impacted you the most about what you learned, okay? So just think about like climate change. Like, what is it that you do or don't like about climate change? Do you even agree with climate change? Think about the pollution in our world and how we are destroying our earth. Think about deforestation, how we're destroying our forests. Think about all of those things, okay? How have you felt learning about each of these things the last few weeks? What is it that either makes your heart pound or that you're scared about or that it makes you think just a little bit more about our earth, okay? So that's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about how you felt about climate change or pollution or deforestation or the coral reefs, okay? And you're going to be writing a poem about how you felt about one of those things. And then you're going to be drawing a picture, okay? So first, you need to figure out, okay, which one of these topics, deforestation, climate change, or pollution, do I want to do? So go ahead, pause the videos, take a moment to figure out which one of those would you like to do, which topic, okay? So pause the video, cool. All right, so once you've figured out which topic you want to do, I want you to take a sheet of paper. So you need to have a blank sheet of paper, so pause the video if you don't have a blank sheet of paper and a pencil or a pen, okay? So take a moment, pause the video, get a sheet of paper, blank sheet of paper, and a pen or a pencil. Great. Okay, now that you're back, now which one of those topics did you pick? Did you pick climate change, pollution, or deforestation? I am going to pick climate change, okay? So I'm going to write climate change, since that is my topic, at the top of my paper. So take a moment to write your topic at the top of your paper. Did you do it? If you didn't, pause the video, okay? Climate change is my topic, so I'm going to write that at the top. After I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and make a T-chart on my paper. And I'm going to make a T-chart that looks like this, all right? From the T-chart, you're going to label one side draft poem and the other side draft picture. Okay? So just like this, take a moment, pause the video, and make sure that your paper looks just like mine, okay? It doesn't have to have the same topic, but pause the video, make sure you have a T-chart on your paper. Did you do it? Cool. I'm very proud of you so far. Now, next step is you need to pick a type. We're going to start with the poem side, okay? You need to pick a type of poem. We talked about 4 poems: lyrical, humorous, free verse, and narrative. This way that you have a background as to what kind of poem can I do, okay? if you don't remember those types of poems, below the link below is the YouTube video for those 4 different types of poems. Go back, rewatch it, make sure that you understand what each of those types of poems are, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to pick which type of poem you would like to do, okay? So for me, I'm going to pick lyrical because lyrical is all about expressing emotions, okay? Expressing how I feel. No matter what type of poem you are doing, you need to make sure that you're including the feelings of your poem, okay? So I'm going to write on my paper, lyrical poem. Notice that I'm not writing my poem yet. I'm just simply saying, okay, this is what I'm going to plan to do, all right? So my draft poem is going to be a lyrical poem, okay? After that, here's the next part of your assignment. You're going to need to have at least 8 to 16 lines, okay? You can make your poem longer than that, but I want it at least 8 lines, okay? So I'm going to take this side and I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is how lines of a poem should go, okay? This is how I want your paper to look right now. So if you are still trying to catch up, go ahead and pause the video. Make sure that you have lines 1 through 8 on your paper because this is how long I want your poem to be. This is the minimum, okay? So pause the video and make sure you have this on your paper. Did you pause it? Cool, great. All right, moving forward. So we know that our draft poem is going to be whichever poem we picked, type of poem we picked, and then it's going to have 8 lines. You are now going to draft or think about how do I want my poem to be? So you're going to write your own poem that's 8 lines, meaning it needs to have like 8 sentences, 8, you've seen poems, okay? And if you don't, go back, look at the files. I still have the poems that I wrote in the files under social studies, okay? So draft your poem. This is not your final copy. This is just simply getting your thoughts out on paper and just kind of experimenting with what you want to write. So that's what today and tomorrow is going to be, okay? So that's part 1. That's now your draft poem is done. Okay, hey everyone. So now that you've created your poem, or you've at least done your draft of it, and you're kind of thinking, okay, this is what I want to do. Now, what I want you to do, before you go into the art project part of it, go into Microsoft Teams, go to the assignments tab, and you're going to see draft poem idea, okay? I need everyone to go to this assignment and tell me what your topic is. Is it climate change, deforestation, pollution, or the coral reefs? And then you need to tell me what type of poem. This way I have an idea of what to expect from you, okay? And make sure that you have it written down on your T-chart, okay? If you've done that, you're going to move on to the art piece, okay? Now, the other side, I wrote draft picture. I understand that not everybody likes drawing. And this part of the project is where you are creating or showing the world that you would want to live in. So for me, I'm not a big drawer, but I'm going to attempt to draw a picture and show you guys. But because that's just what I'm going to do. Now, some of you may like to do digital artwork. Digital artwork is okay. So if you would like to do a digital drawing of the type of world you want to live in, then that is perfectly okay. If you would like to do a video telling me about the world you would like to live in and showing me like your world around you outside and telling me about how the world would be different, you can do that. If you want to do a TikTok video on how you would want the world that you live in to look like, that is fine too. Be creative. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with, okay? So on this side of this part of the T-chart, you're going to write down whether you want to do a hand-drawn picture, you want to do a digital picture, a TikTok video, or just a plain old video. And that's what you're going to write there. So for me, I'm going to do hand-drawn. So once you've done that, you're going to then plan out, okay, what is it that I want my picture or my video to be like? What do I want to put on my picture, or what do I want to put in my video? So you're going to plan that out. My drawing is going to include a clean river with fish. Yeah, fish. Oh, I spelled fish wrong, guys. Fish, grass, trees, a clear blue sky. That way I know what it is that I'm wanting to draw. Okay, so you're going to write what you want to draw on the other side of your T-chart, or whether or not is you want to do your TikTok video. Tell me, what is it that you want to include in your TikTok video? Okay, so that's the next part of this, figuring out how you're going to be creative and show me that world that you would like to live in. All right, y'all, so I wanted to show you what my draft looks like. Like, you see all of my crossouts and everything like that. I want you to know that you can do a lot. It's going to be a little messy, but that is okay because you wanted to do that. Now, another thing I realized as I was doing my final draft is that the type of poem I said I was going to do when I said I was going to do just a lyrical poem, that changed. My poem actually ended up becoming not only lyrical, but also a narrative. That is okay if your poem ends up changing as you were writing it. The point is to write the poem. I don't care if that ends up changing from what you first think it is to what it actually ends up being, because that is when you know you're editing and when you know that you are revising and trying to change what you have and you're trying to get what exactly you want. It happens. Know that it is okay if your poem or type of poem changes, okay? All right, y'all. I know that is a lot of information that I just threw at you. There is a PDF attached to this video or not attached to the video because obviously you can't do that, but it's attached below in the announcement of every step of the planning process, okay? And then it's also going to include what you're going to do Wednesday through Friday with your final product, okay? So go ahead and go check that out. And then the next video that is going to be uploaded is all about your final product, okay?